Welcome to day 76 of our BitClout journey. I'm Ed Krasenstein here with my twin brother, Brian, and we have a special guest today, Taonaya. Welcome to the show, Taonaya.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
So before we get to what Taonaya is doing on BitClout, we're going to talk about a few little tidbits of news that took place yesterday. Not too much going on with the deflation bomb coming up in a few days. Brian, would you like to touch on some of the news?
Yeah, so BitClout hit a new all-time high. It was over 190 this morning when I woke up. It dropped down a little bit since then, but that kind of got a lot of people excited, I think. Raj Lahoti, he actually is about to surpass Diamond Hands in coin price. So last I checked, it was like $13,420. And he pointed out the 420 because he was like tied with Diamond Hands at 13,420, which was kind of funny. Sorry, my dog's barking, but the other piece of news is that Ed recognized that an anonymous account actually purchased $99,000 of Paris Hilton's coin. So is she getting ready to go on board? I saw she was on Clubhouse a lot, so she definitely adopts technology quite rapidly.
She's really into crypto, and she's really into, all the latest technology. I know she's big into NFTs, and I know BitClout's going to be doing something with NFTs coming up soon. So it's going to be interesting to see if she jumps on board. Perhaps this anonymous account was somebody that knows she's jumping on board, or perhaps maybe it's her herself using an anonymous account. We don't really know. Or maybe it's just somebody speculating, saying, oh, look, she's really into crypto. She's probably going to be somebody who eventually comes onto the platform. But yeah, other than that, we don't really know. It's just interesting that almost $100,000 went into her last night. Other than that, I think we can move on to Taonaya and her new, well, first let me say Taonaya is on BitClout. Her username's Taonaya, Taonaya. And she just launched another project on BitClout called Mintech. It's Mintech. And would you like to talk a little bit about what you're doing with Mintech, Taonaya?
Sure. So again, thanks for having me. And so with Mintech, our focus is really trying to highlight some of the Black creators on the platform that otherwise may not be seen. We do have a higher FR on Mintech, so we can pay it forward. So we looked at it like a split. You're invested in it, and you're paying that forward to the creators on BitClout. So the purpose of it, as I mentioned, is, in the real world, navigating as a Black woman in tech has always had its difficulties. And meeting with people in the BitClout world and realizing these are great people, these are incredible people. And I think that I have an ability to push the narrative forward of diversity and inclusion on BitClout and really being able to bring what I try to do in the real world online.
Yeah, we got a chance to meet you in Miami last week. And
yeah,
you mentioned what you're doing, and we had dinner with you and Cloudcast and Goat ETF and Raj and
the Branleys.
Yeah, the Branleys. It was an awesome time, and I think that like you really showed us that you had a passion for what you wanted to do, and we're behind this. We're behind Mintech. We put a bunch in with Clout for Good, and we're gonna definitely try and get some other people to help you out, because I think it's really important. Like we joined BitClout with the intention of making sure it moves in a positive direction and kind of squash the hate that you might see on other platforms like Twitter and Facebook and Instagram. So I think this is a great way to do that and kind of create an equalized opportunity for everybody.
Yeah, go ahead, Tal.
No, I was just going to say, the dinner really motivated me to really push an initiative forward. So I really appreciate the support and actually holding your word to it too.
There's so many Black creators on BitClout that a lot of us don't even know, just because they have an avatar they have an image for their avatar that's not really them. Maybe it's an NFT, or maybe it's just a picture of a landscape. So I imagine it's kind of hard to try and find Black creators on BitClout. How are you going about doing that?
That's a really great question, and it has been difficult. I have invested in 3 so far. And I put out the word both on Taonaya and on Mintech to ask others to spread the word so I can find more Black creators to invest in. And it's hard to get traction. You know, I think we are still in such a nascent stage on BitClout that people are still trying to build up their own story, their own narratives, and their own inclusion on the platform. And it's understandable, but I think we just each one need to reach one and uplift each other. So yeah, I posted it on my page and I shared it on Mintech. So if anyone knows anyone that they can verify as being on this platform and they think they're, you know, a contributor, a great contributor, and they want to shed a light on them, please let us know. We need them.
It's such a cool initiative, and you know, like there's different initiatives popping up all over BitClout, but I think this one's really unique. I haven't seen one that focuses just on Black creators right now. I think it's an important step in kind of starting, like helping the platform start off on a level playing field. I think what you're doing is phenomenal, and I think it's a great idea, and I think you'll have a lot of success with it. I also want to ask you about Cloudcast. You're associated with them, right?
Yes.
So Cloudcast, for those who don't know, is an ad platform where you can actually pay others to reclout, like, and interact with you on the platform. And it's been gaining a lot of traction. And like Brian said, we had an opportunity to meet all the guys behind that. And I guess you have some role on for them as well.
So Smart Alec is my fiance, and that's how I even got to know about BitClout and coming to the event and understanding what the initiative is behind, you know, Cloudcast and everything. But I'm more of their brand ambassador. I've been in software for many years now. I have my own company, Upstreet, offline, and so what they're doing, I really, you know, just even seeing the amount of work that they've put into it and being able to pop over his shoulder at home and seeing the amount of work and code that they actually like have developed in 4 weeks time, which is, you know, astronomical. And the commitment to it. I mean, I don't think I saw him until like 4 a.m. yesterday. So, but it's a really great platform, and the roadmap continues to develop. And I'm just really proud of him and them.
Yeah, I had an opportunity to talk to them over dinner too. And I think one thing that stood out is that they're really altruistic. They really want to help other people too. And we had a lot of discussions about like how they can maybe like create funds that can kind of take money for charities and donate to charities, and how they could be a go-between and like a trusted go-between. And I think that's just awesome. And I think that's something that I think the community needs.
Absolutely. It's each one reach one. And I think we really have the opportunity with BitClout to pave and develop the way that we want to see the community. And like people like you and your brother are hi are doing such a fantastic job in really shaping the community that you want to see for yourself and others. So it's so greatly appreciated.
We appreciate that, Taonaya. So I just wanted to ask you one final question before we go. What do you think about a deflation bomb?
I'm excited. I'm excited to see it. You know, I've been in crypto for years, and you know, just we always want to see our coin prices go up, right? It's like we're always waiting in anticipation to see what's going to occur with that. So I put more in, you know, across the board. So I'm hoping to really see what develops from that, and you know, we can even spread it out even more so and spread the love. So I'm excited.
You know, I'm kind of wondering what's going to happen if, say, the price jumps by 200%. You know, are people going to sell creator coins because in their wallets, it's going to look like their creator coins jump 200%? Are they going to sell and get the BitClout and buy cheaper accounts? Or are they going to ride it out with those higher dollar accounts? It's going to be really interesting to see how the community reacts and how investors on the platform react if the price does jump significantly.
That's a good point. Are you going to hodl your creator coins, or are you just going to, you know, are people going to start pumping and dumping? Who knows? It's going to be an interesting game. to see once it hits.
I could see it increasing like churn. So people might sell your coin, but others are going to buy it. So like people might dump one person's coin, but they just profited and then move it over to somebody else, which actually is going to favor the creators because it's going to give you more founder reward. That's just kind of my idea. And sorry, my son ran in here. That's one of the things that happens when you're doing these things from home.
It's real. It's real life.
All right. Well, it was great having you on, Taonaya, and we'll have to have you on again in the future and talk a little bit more about your project as it establishes itself and as you start giving more funds to the Black creators.
Well, I appreciate it.
Again, you can check out Taonaya on BitClout and the Mintech account on BitClout as well. I'll post the link under this video on BitClout and on YouTube, so be sure to check those out. Thanks again, Taonaya.
Yeah,
Thank you. Fine. Thank you, Ed. Have a great day.